What the hell are you doing?
It fucking look like I'm doing. I'm taking my fucking place back.
Why?
Because I had our daughter over this weekend, and she want to tell me she caught you and some dude, John, wrestling. Who the fuck is John?
Don't worry about it.
You got me fucked up, for real. Since you and John Cena want to wrestle and shit, then I'm going to take my place back that I got registered, and you could wrestle your ass at DMV and get some fucking new ones. Got me fucked up, man.
Okay, well, I'm calling the cops then.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you call it. I tear this place up. You lucky I don't have my sister come beat your bald head ass up. I'm not fucking playing with you, man. Shit not fucking funny. You laughing and shit. Use my fucking place. Y'all could Uber.
What's you doing?
I'm texting Angie.
Oh, you're texting Angie.
Yeah.
Honey, get off your phone. Spend some time with me.
But if Angie just broke up with her boyfriend.
Oh.
She wants some,
girl advice?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're such a kind friend. You're always there for others. Why aren't you there for me?
I am there for you.
You're there for me?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah.
You seem to be texting a lot, though.
What up?
Hey, you're ignoring me.
Angie is really upset right now.
Oh.
She's very upset.
Honey, look at the screen. Look at the TV.
What?
Your phone's connected. Your phone was connected.
On the side of the road, I'm grabbing you with my mattress and everything, and I'm just recording you and putting in Kern County activities. Like, I'm literally on the side of the road. Can you guys please just come help me? Like, please. Please. And then, or something?
The clearest way to understand whether a woman is genuinely invested in a relationship is to look at her actions over time. Words can sound convincing, especially during emotional moments, but real commitment is usually revealed through consistent effort. Pay attention to what she contributes to the relationship, how she supports her partner, and whether she actually works toward building a future together. A healthy relationship isn't supposed to be carried by one person. Both partners have to contribute, communicate, and show through their actions that the relationship matters to them. Because when the effort becomes one-sided, eventually the imbalance becomes impossible to ignore.
Hey, where are you coming from?
I was just out for a little bit.
You were just out for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You told me you were going, because you told me you were going to your parents' house last night. And when you left your parents' house, you were in your pajamas. Look at you. You're all dressed up. Where were you?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be out in my pajamas. I changed.
Out. Wait, why would you even be out if you said you were going to your parents' house just to hang out?
No, well, I was there, and then my mom wanted to go out for a little bit, and I said, sure, let's get out of my house.
You're such a liar. Where were you? Because I called your parents, and you were never there.
Okay, I was with Cynthia.
You were with Cynthia. Where were you with Cynthia?
We just went out for a couple drinks.
So why would you need to sneak around? Yeah, throw whatever you want at me. But you know what? You need to pack up your stuff and get out of my house. Because I'm going to get a divorce and I'm taking kids.
Whatever.
Oh, what are you doing? I picked up food for us and I was coming home so that we could eat.
Home? You've been gone for 6 days. You don't live here anymore.
And this is where the situation starts becoming much more complicated. 6 days can feel like a very long time when you're in a serious relationship, especially when communication is limited during that period. Simply saying, "I was with my friend," may sound like an explanation, but it doesn't necessarily answer the questions that naturally come up when the details don't seem to match. At that point, the real issue isn't just where someone was. It's whether the person telling the story is being completely honest. And once doubt enters a relationship, even a simple explanation can suddenly feel much more complicated than it originally sounded.
Shit is, you and your husband are being in that hotel. Guess what? I just got a phone call from the credit card company telling me that the charges that you did in the hotel is legit. And guess what? I just called the hotel. You and your husband actually are staying in room 333.
Zach, that's not true. Who are you getting your information from? I mean,
From the hotel.
you just...
And I told them it's a fraudulent charges. And guess what, honey? I canceled all your damn credit cards. And I called the bank and I put a stop on all bank accounts.
What? Zach, what? This bullshit.
You and your husband are being in that hotel.
It doesn't mean anything. You mean everything to me. It was a mistake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to come home.
Sure. Say, fuck you.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you twice.
Thank you.
Okay, then let's go right now.
Why I'm trespassing. I bought
If I have to walk to my truck. Okay, you guys ready?
here.
You guys ready?
No, you're not taking my ID.
You can either give me your ID or go to jail.
I gave them
Let's go.
$4,000.
Go.
Honey.
Let's go. We're walking out right now.
my face?
If you're not IDing yourself, you're refusing to leave, you have one option that can leave. I'm going to put you in handcuffs. We're going to leave. Let's go.
Hold on. I do not appreciate how you're
I don't appreciate you talking. Let's go.
What's your name?
My name is Deputy Radiger at the Sheriff's Office. 10170. Let's go. You're not welcome here anymore.
70.
Yes, ma'am. You can take a picture if you'd like. Deputy Radiger. 10170.
Radiger.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Okay. So
And what's your jurisdiction here?
You're in the Orange County. You're in Orange County. I'm the Orange County Sheriff Office. They're asking you to leave a property.
I'm just trying to hear it.
Your option now is.
All my things. Can you take my stuff? I need my things.
We'll give it to you in just a moment. We'll give it to you in just a moment.
At least that's all I'm asking.
Why are you acting like this in front of your daughter?
Because you're throwing me in the back of your car for
You're
nothing.
yelling at me like I'm acting like this? You made this decision.
Thank you.
Sit down like an
I was
adult.
talking to Chris.
Sit down like an
And
adult.
I asked him if he would
Now
just
sit
talk
down
to
like an
me.
adult.
Okay, can you just let him have my bag? I just need.
I said I'll give it to him if you sit down like an adult.
I have to go to school tomorrow. Could you please?
Thank you, ma'am.
Why are you doing all this?
This is embarrassing. Oh, that's a nice purple
Is
car.
your ID in your bag, ma'am?
I can't believe you guys are traumatized people.
And this is the moment when the entire situation begins to unravel. What initially appears to be a disagreement about hotel charges quickly develops into something much bigger. Suddenly, trust, money, honesty, and the future of the relationship are all hanging in the balance. The man says he received a call from the credit card company about charges connected to a hotel. Instead of simply accepting the explanation he had already been given, he decided to find out what had actually happened. He contacted the hotel himself, and according to his account, he was told that the charges were legitimate. But then comes the detail that completely changes the situation. He claims the hotel confirmed that the woman was staying there with her husband in the same room. Now, whether every detail of that conversation was exactly as he understood it is something viewers cannot independently determine. But from his perspective, this was a serious betrayal of trust. And pay attention to what happens next. Instead of immediately focusing on the accusation itself, she questions how he obtained the information and insists that the claim isn't true. But by this point, he believes he has enough information to take action. He reports the charges as fraudulent, cancels the credit cards, and contacts the bank regarding the accounts. That's when the conversation becomes even more emotional. Suddenly, the woman is saying that he means everything to her. She's describing the situation as a mistake and saying that she wants to come home. But this is where words become much less important than actions. Anyone can say they're sorry. Anyone can call something a mistake. And anyone can promise that things will be different from now on. But once trust has been damaged, the other person has to decide whether those promises can actually be believed. Trust isn't rebuilt simply because someone becomes emotional after being confronted. It requires honesty, accountability, patience, and consistent behavior over time. And then the situation takes another dramatic turn. Law enforcement becomes involved. Now this is no longer simply an argument between two people in a relationship. Officers are present, instructions are being given, and the woman is being told that she is no longer welcome on the property. The deputy makes the situation clear. She has the opportunity to leave, but refusing to cooperate could create additional consequences. Even so, she continues asking questions, challenging what is happening, and trying to understand the situation. From the outside, this is a powerful example of why emotional control matters during confrontations. Once law enforcement becomes involved, raising your voice or arguing more aggressively doesn't automatically make your position stronger. In situations like this, staying calm and following lawful instructions is often the best way to prevent things from escalating further. The officer repeatedly tells her to sit down and act like an adult. He also explains that she can collect her belongings, but she needs to cooperate with the process. Then another important factor comes into the picture. Her daughter is there. The officer reminds her that the child is also being affected by everything happening around her. Whatever problems the adults are dealing with, children can easily become caught in the middle. That's why adults have to think beyond the argument happening in front of them. A heated relationship dispute may feel like the most important thing in the world in that particular moment, but the consequences can affect everyone nearby. Eventually, the situation settles enough for the officer to handle the paperwork and explain the trespass notice. At that stage, arguing isn't going to change what has already happened. But the bigger question remains the relationship itself. Because a relationship without trust can become exhausting very quickly. One person starts questioning everything. The other person begins feeling constantly accused. Communication turns into confrontation, and every disagreement becomes another battle. When that cycle continues long enough, both people can eventually feel trapped. Some people believe a relationship should give both partners complete independence. Others believe couples should spend nearly all their time together and share almost everything. But neither extreme automatically creates a healthy relationship. The real answer is balance. You can deeply love someone while still maintaining your own identity. You can be committed to your partner without controlling every decision they make. And you can spend time apart without automatically assuming the worst. But all of that depends on one essential thing: trust. Without trust, even ordinary situations can suddenly become suspicious. A late night becomes a question. A missed call becomes an argument. A trip with friends becomes a source of accusations. And a financial charge can become the trigger for a major confrontation. Eventually, the relationship stops feeling like a partnership and starts feeling like an investigation. And that's when things become unhealthy. The phrase ball and chain has traditionally been used as a joke about marriage, but behind that expression is a serious idea. When someone feels like they need permission for every decision, constantly has to explain where they are, or feels pressured to bring their partner everywhere they go, resentment can slowly build. But it's also important not to turn this into a battle between men and women. Either partner can become controlling. Either partner can become dishonest. And either partner can create a relationship where the other person feels trapped. The real issue isn't gender. It's whether there is trust, respect, honesty, and freedom within the relationship. A healthy relationship doesn't require one person to dominate the other. It requires two adults who can communicate openly, make decisions together, respect boundaries, and accept responsibility when they make mistakes. And when that trust is broken, the consequences can be serious. Because once someone starts questioning whether everything they've been told is actually true, the relationship changes. Even if the couple chooses to stay together, innocent moments may never feel completely innocent again. Questions begin appearing in the back of the mind. Where were you? Who were you with? Why didn't you answer? Why did the story change? Those questions can slowly destroy a relationship when there isn't honest communication. That's why this situation is about much more than a hotel room or a credit card. It's about what happens when trust reaches its breaking point. And perhaps the biggest lesson for anyone watching is this: don't ignore patterns, but don't replace evidence with assumptions either. If something doesn't feel right, have the conversation. Ask questions. Look at the facts. And most importantly, pay attention to consistent behavior instead of promises made during an emotional confrontation. Because relationships aren't built by words alone. They're built by what people repeatedly do when nobody is forcing them to do the right thing. And once that consistency disappears, rebuilding trust can become one of the hardest challenges a couple will ever face.